This is why I got an attitude about the story, because somebody else's moment was hijacked. When you woke up in the morning, when all of us woke up in the morning, the story was not how great Versus was. The story was not, ooh, that was a Versus for the history books. The story was not, ooh, Versus was so good. The story is Tamar Braxton, Cash Money No Limit Versus. That, I think they did a disservice to the whole thing. Hijacked somebody else's, and I'm not implying that it was intentional. Somebody else's moment was hijacked. The next morning, none of the stories related to Versus should have had anything to do with the Tamar Braxton. First thing.
Okay, so y'all, can we talk about what is happening right now? Because, child, the Braxton family drama has officially left the group chat and is now in the streets. Grab your snacks, grab your tea literally and figuratively, because what I'm about to walk you through, it's a mess. So here's what's got me confused. Why is Birdman's name in everybody's business? Like, Kimora Lee's daughters calling him Uncle Birdman, okay, that's cute. But then we got Keisha Cole allegedly getting into a full-blown fight with another woman over him. And now Toni and Tamar Braxton, two sisters, caught up in some mess that also involves this man. Birdman is like the common denominator in all of this chaos. And I need answers. Let's get into why we're really here. Tamar Braxton is getting dragged, and I mean dragged, all across social media right now. People are coming for her neck, saying she slept with Birdman while knowing her sister Toni was involved with him too. Now, if that's true, that's foul, right? Like, that's crossing a line that you just don't cross with your siblings. The comments are ruthless, and it seems like everybody's got an opinion. But hold on, because the gag is, Toni might have actually crossed Tamar first. Yeah, you heard me right. So before everybody starts piling on Tamar, we might need to pump the brakes and get the full timeline. And that's when Debrat decided to step in with the receipts. Honey, she came out publicly to defend Tamar, saying, hold up, y'all got this twisted. Tamar did not steal Toni's man. Then she dropped the bomb. Tamar was allegedly with Birdman before Toni ever got involved with him. So now we're sitting here like, wait, what? Debrat also said that even with all of that going on, Tamar still tried to be supportive of her sister. She didn't cause problems, didn't throw it in anybody's face, she just kept it moving. But the internet doesn't care about timelines when there's drama to be had. But here's where people started side-eyeing Tamar even more. There's actual video footage of Tamar being way too comfortable with Birdman. This woman was rubbing his head like he was her man, wiping sweat off his face with this big smile like she was taking care of her husband. When I saw that, even I was like, okay, what's going on here? Because let's be real, that's not how you act with your sister's man.
Tamar, girl, why are you wiping the sweat off of Birdman's head like that, sis? Now, as a married woman, I think I can grab the mic real quick and speak on this, because even though it may, like, she may be innocently doing it, girl, no, you don't do that. Like, the man's been performing on stage all this time, and he don't need you wiping the sweat off his head. Now, I'm hoping it was just like a gesture, but girl, y'all are all performers. Like, don't do that.
People were in the comments saying she was doing the absolute most, that she was overstepping major boundaries. Tamar tried to defend herself, posting online saying she was only there on behalf of her sister. She even posted a video call showing her, Birdman, and Toni all together, trying to prove nothing inappropriate was happening. But the public was not convinced, honey. People were saying, girl, we saw what we saw. But wait, because it gets messier. The tension between Tamar and Towanda reached a boiling point, and y'all, it got ugly. Tamar embarrassed Towanda publicly by saying she paid for Tawanda's house down payment.
Do I know where you live?
Well, of course you don't come. So I know where you live because I put down your down payment.
Beautiful.
And you've been stealing from me for the past couple of years on my credit.
Then she accused Towanda of using her credit cards without permission. These accusations aren't new. Towanda has been accused of taking money from their mother, from Toni.
Towanda, baby, I love her to pieces. But hide your stuff when she come over, because she snatched the wig off your head when you look the other way. She's super sneaky, clever, and crafty.
From other family members, when people started digging, they found Tawanda's bankruptcy documents showing she had close to $500,000 in debt. There were records of a $35,000 loan from Tamar used for a house down payment. But here's where Towanda said, You know what? I've had enough.
You know exactly what you're doing. Don't be looking like that, you snake-ass son of a gun. Now, you're a snake, and then you like controversy, and you like all of that. So why would you do that?
In the middle of this heated argument, Towanda looked Tamar dead in the face and exposed her for sneaking around with Tony's man.
And you've been stealing from me for the past couple years of my credit cards. Help
But
me.
what you steal?
I don't steal anything.
You don't. You sold men.
Who's the man that I stole?
Tony's. You slept with them. A few times.
What man? Do not get the lead.
Oh, you're such a liar. Such a liar, man.
Just dropped it right there. Boom! And y'all, the look on Tamar's face, she was shook, completely blindsided. The argument almost got physical. You could feel the tension through the screen. Toni looked genuinely shocked too.
Toni Braxton?
Toni Braxton, I got Toni Braxton. No,
Toni Braxton ain't never have your back?
I got Toni Braxton.
I want it on record. I want it on national television. You want to say I don't have your back?
You did it. Oh, Lord Jesus.
Towanda had been sitting on this tea for who knows how long, waited for the perfect moment, and then used it like a weapon. That's cold, but also, that's strategic. Trina was also there, and her reaction was suspicious. While Toni looked shocked, Trina's face was giving, I already knew about this. And that raises the question, if Trina knew, why didn't she tell Toni? But Towanda wasn't done. She didn't just say Tamar messed with one of Toni's men, she said it was two. And now the internet is in full detective mode. People started bringing up Carrie Lewis, Toni's ex-husband. There's an old rumor from 2011 that said Tamar was allegedly involved with both Birdman and Carrie. Child, that is next-level messy. That's your sister's husband. A blogger even said Toni was actually involved with Vincent Herbert first, then later Vincent ended up with Tamar. So this whole situation might not be as one-sided as people think. Debrat comes back and gives us a timeline.
The Brat and Tamar worked on This Nation. They became close, they became friends, whatever. So if you know, the Braxtons came out last week and Towanda stated that Tamar slept with Tony's ex, yada yada yada. There was a versus last weekend. Tamar was on stage with Birdman, wiping off his sweat, stopping him from drinking, getting drunk, whatever. Now it's going around that Tamar and Birdman dated back in 2003, and now we know that Toni and Birdman are married.
She says Tamar and Birdman were dating around 2003 before Toni introduced Tamar to Vincent, and way before Toni and Birdman became a thing. So, according to this, Tamar was with Birdman first. And get this, even with all this mess, Tamar continued supporting Toni and Birdman. She and her son even dressed up as Toni and Birdman for Halloween. So on one hand, people say she crossed a line, but on the other, there's evidence of her being supportive. The internet has thoughts, honey. People are saying in the celebrity world, men get passed around all the time and nobody says anything. They're saying if the roles were reversed, nobody would care. The double standard is real, and old blog posts are resurfacing. The Pansy report claimed years ago that Tamar and Birdman were together, and it ended because Birdman got tired of Tamar. So this rumor's been around for over a decade, so where does that leave us? This whole situation is messy and complicated. Some think Tamar crossed a major line. Others think she's being unfairly dragged. What do you think? Was Tamar wrong, or is she being targeted? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications because trust me, there will be updates. All right, y'all, I'll catch you in the next one. Stay blessed. Bye.